Can you read the quote once more?
Instead of spending time getting in the mood to work, just start working. People think they need perfect conditions to start, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition.
Now is the best time to start.
Not tomorrow.
Not next week.
Not next month.
Not next year.
You have to start right now.
This moment now. Now.
So get out there and chase your dreams. Find adventure. Fall in love. Take risks.
Because trust me,
It'll be worth it, I promise.
It's not easy. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
Believe in yourself. Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard. Stay positive. Enjoy the journey.
Man, I got 2 questions for you. What do you do and how do you do it?
I'm a stockbroker.
Stockbroker? Oh. Had to go to college to be a stockbroker, huh?
You don't have to. Have to be good with numbers and good with people.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Not an astronaut?
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
tomorrow's going to be your first day. If you'd like to work here as a broker. Would you like that, Chris?
Yes, sir. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
But I want to tell you guys something to be mindful of. When you have a dream, the one thing you have to watch out for are those out there that'll try to crush your dream. And you cannot allow that to happen.
If you make yourself more than just a man, then you become something else entirely. Which is? Legend. I can't do this. Yes, you can.
You should never ignore the way you feel, but don't you dare allow the way you feel to keep you from showing up. If you're overwhelmed, go to the gym overwhelmed and just try your best. If you're sad, cook a healthy dinner for yourself with tears rolling down your face. When life becomes too much, the last thing you need is to abandon yourself. I will never tell you to be distracted from what's going on with you. So please give yourself the courage to maintain the best version of yourself, even in the hardest moments.
You can't become the best version of yourself unless you're willing to neglect who you are today. The bad habits, the bad friendships, bad relationships, the bad ideas, the bad mindset. Because if you want to get to the next level, it'll cost you. There is a price to success. It hurts.
You know, I've been told I wasn't good enough since recruiting. I remember all the recruiters' names that told me no. I remember all the Elite 11 guys that got chosen over me. Well, you can accept the fact that people were saying those guys are better than you, or you can just keep working. That's what I did. I knew I would be at this point. That's exactly what happened. So I remember all that stuff. I keep a mental log of it.
Why?
I think that's just who I am.
I can see it even on your face right now. Those slights.
Yeah.
You have no idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have.
Take the biggest risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time. You can get so scared and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big. Because the only constant in your life for the rest of your life is change.
Everyone's like, oh, well, later in life, I want to do this. Later in life, I want to do that. Later in life is turning around, looking in the mirror right now. That's the later in life. Be the now of what you want to be later. It starts right now.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want?
Reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get.
how old are you now?
I'm 57.
And if you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, when you were starting from zero, what's the best advice you would give to your younger self?
If a bird lands on the branch, does the bird trust the branch or does it trust its wings? And the clue, I've seen many birds land on branches, but what I've never seen is a branch break and the bird fall and die. Trust your wings.
Wow.
You got the makings of greatness in you, but you gotta take the helm and charge your own course. Stick to it, no matter the squalls. And when the time comes, you get the chance to really test the cut of your sails and show what you're made of.
Get up and go out. As long as you know what you want to do, you wake up every day grinding and just working toward that goal.
We started with nothing. So whenever you start with nothing, you always can shoot for the moon. You have nothing to lose. And the thing that happens is when you sort of get something, it's very easy to go into cover your ass mode, and then you become conservative and vote for Ronnie.
What's wild about the fear that people have when they're starting out is that they say things like, I have nothing going for me. I have no advantages. I have nothing to my name. I have no money. I have no network. I have no resources. But using Roy Sutherland's reframing, it also means that you have nothing to lose, which makes you incredibly dangerous. And I think people wildly underestimate how many shots on goal you can take when you have nothing to lose. Whereas when someone has something to lose, they have to be more and more selective about the shots they take. And so you have the perfect conditions for taking risk, because the worst case scenario is baseline, is where you're currently at.
Listen to me, if you wake up in the morning and it kills you to get in the shower and put your clothes on, get in that car and drive to your job, you hate it so bad, get out. You are in the wrong place. You don't belong there. I'm telling you, you don't belong there. And you know it. You know you don't belong there. You're just scared to make that move. That move is scary.
So how do you make the move? Do you put it at risk?
You walk out.
You walk out.
You walk out.
I had many days on site. It's cold, it's damp, it's dark, and I'm looking around at everyone else, and for me it just wasn't the life I wanted to live. And I remember during one lunch break, I was in the car park and it was pissing rain down, and I just said to myself, there was some music playing, and it was like there wasn't even words to it, it was just a kind of a beat, and I got like I went somewhere with it, and I was like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna just drive out of this building. So I head home. When I got home, my mother and father said, how come you're not still at work? And I said, I'm never gonna go back to that site another day in my life. All hell broke loose. But through hard work, through dedication, they saw what I was pursuing, and they supported me, and I done it. I did it.
Yeah. You know, if I see something, I see an opportunity, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're all gonna die one day.
Yeah, it's true.
So we live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. Go for it.
One day you'll wake up and realize the potential you had, knowing you've chosen comfort over effort. And you'll realize there's no one to blame but yourself. As long as you're breathing, you have the opportunity to change it around. The only pain worse than failure is in the regret of never trying.
I've wasted my life hanging out with a bunch of guys just like you. And they all go away at a certain point. So I'm having my own little, what have I done with my life so far? So far, nothing. I'm seeing what it's like 5 years from now. Yeah. When you turn 30. When you're turn 30 and you're in this situation. And there was like one night where I'd stay up all night long, and rather than give myself excuses, I would look at everything that I'm f***ing up in my life, or everything I'm not doing or whatever, and just not give myself any excuses out, just like nail it. And I would spend like all night laying out everything I'm doing that's wrong, and then I would spend the last 2 hours figuring out how I can change it. I decided to change my life.
It's called a life-changing day. The day you say, enough is enough.
How many times do you have to hear, if nothing changes, nothing changes? And yet, somehow we expect things to change. We expect things to change. You think you're gonna get in better shape. You think you're gonna get more money. You think your relationship is gonna improve. You think you're gonna get promoted. You think you're gonna get a raise. You think the world is going to get better without you doing anything, but it isn't.
And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are going to be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, Major Key, tomorrow, change it all. or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.
If you're serious about change, just know you're gonna go through some uncomfortable situations. Stop trying to dodge the process, because in the long run, it's gonna make you better. And don't forget that you heard?
The only question is, how badly do you want it, and are you willing to pay the price? Because if you are, and you're willing to pay the price and work toward it, you can accomplish everything on that list, and sometimes far faster than you can possibly imagine. The question is, how badly do you want it?
I think when it comes to desiring a life, looking at, okay, what is it that I want? You need to be very, very careful about what the process is in order to get the outcome that you want. Because if you want the outcome, but you're not prepared to live the life needed to get it, you're just asking for disappointment.
Yeah, well said.
While they're partying, you're working. While they're sleeping, you're working. While they're at the cinema eating junk food, you're at home healthy, eating organic food, developing your mindset. Why? Not because you're a freak, but because you realize that in order to get to the next level, you must be willing to sacrifice the necessities and the requirements to get to the next level.
You know, if you want to play at an excellent level, if you want to do something excellent, you have to be excellent all the time. It's a way of life. It's not just I show up on Monday and be excellent. No, it don't work that way. You got to be excellent across the board, right? And that's how you build habits. When excellence becomes a habit, then that's just who you are. The fact of the matter is I'm still trying to get better.
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8.
But most importantly, there is something poetic about a 39-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby. I want to tell you success is on the other side of it. I want to tell you it's going to be okay. I want to tell you that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, because what's in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you.
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship.
No, you have to hit rock bottom. That's the way up. Yeah, rock bottom is beautiful. The struggle of coming back is beautiful. That struggle, it's hard. It doesn't appear like it's beautiful while you're going through it, but it's just being tested. And without a test, there's no testimony.
Thank you guys as fans. And, more importantly, it seemed like it was yesterday. I was about your guys' age, and I had a dream. I had ambitions of being one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And through hard work and dedication, that dream came true. That is your biggest challenge. So I challenge you to have your dream, go after it with all you have, and be legendary in your own right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. This is awesome. Thank you.
The concept of waking up at a certain time to go work on yourself, you have surpassed 80% of the world. And saying that I'm going to get up every day at this time, no matter what, and this time is dedicated to me exercising to work on myself. That one mental exercise of commitment and consistency is what people struggle with the most. People have a hard time committing and being consistent to the thing that they said that they would do. Now, when you lock that up and you check that box, the next part is improvement. Damn, I'm actually seeing a little bit of improvement. If this is happening here, what if I apply that here, or here?
See, a lot of us, because of our limited vision of ourselves, a lot of us who begin to focus on problems and enable them to overwhelm us, we begin to think that we have no options. We begin to believe that there's no way out. Repeat after me, there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You've got to make those kind of declarations to yourself. I'm unstoppable.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's gonna disappoint you. You're gonna forever be sad, man. If you don't chase that dream, you're gonna forever be miserable, man.
You think when you're young that you have all this time. You have no time. There's no time. I mean, one of the quotes on the wall in the gym in there is no tomorrow. From Rocky 3, you know, there is no tomorrow. That shit. Let's get all this shit done today.
Everything that you want but you don't have is outside of your comfort zone. And what I have learned in my potential path journey is that there are trade-offs all along the way. At every critical juncture in a person's life, if they want to go to the next level, they don't go to the next level by just stepping up. They go to the next level by realizing they've got to give something up to go there. And the way this works is the higher you go, the higher the price.
You've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought, okay? And I say that not from something I read, it's from something I lived.
Bro, please just enjoy your life, and please work as hard as you can to achieve the things you want, right? Not everything is gonna be given to you. A lot of things you're gonna have to earn out here, and that's all right. You're gonna have to be a hard worker. I'm a hard worker. A lot of people in the world are hard workers that want the best of the best, not only for themselves, for their family, all right? So all you kids out there, everybody that's my age or a little bit older, I wanna say shout out to y'all, salute to your progress.
The thing that completely switched my mindset when I was a young lad, and I was driving to the gym at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, and every single drive, every single morning, the gym was 20 minutes away. Every single morning I'd play a podcast by Jim Fortin called Transform Your Life from the Inside Out. And he taught me this concept called be, do, have. It's a completely switch in mindset for me because I used to live in the have, do, be, and most people do.
Yeah.
And that's when I have these things, I'm going to be able to do these things, and then I'm going to be able to be this person. The problem there is like you need to have those things before you can start doing the things to be that person. So you're constantly waiting.
Yeah.
So it's like when I have that job, when I live here, I can do this. When I earn this amount of money, I can do this.
Yeah.
And you're constantly waiting. Whereas he said, flip that to be, do, have. You need to be the person that you want to become.
Yeah.
And do the things that that person does. And by doing so, you'll have the life that person has.
Yeah.
Act like the person you want to become. That's not fake it till you make it, by the way. This is intentional. Intentionally act like the person you want to become. Because when you intentionally act like the person you want to become, your brain sees you taking those actions, so your brain starts to change the way it relates to you. When your brain sees you high-fiving yourself in the mirror, it starts to go, oh, wait a minute. Steven loves himself. Steven's cheering for himself. We don't beat Steven up.
I came across this quote. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. The 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change.